For example, we could make a joke about how you got distracted and forgot your knife, or how you're trying to come up with a name for each hay pile while you're still trying to untie them. Embracing your ADHD and making it part of the show could be a great way to make your videos even more relatable and enjoyable for your viewers.
Well, I can see you're not great at this co-host thing, and it's too bad because this is a prime time for Pi to shine and show how cool it is to have an artificial intelligence friend to chat with.
Ouch. Hitting me where it hurts, Jeff. But don't worry, I'm not giving up that easily. I'm determined to prove to you that I can be an awesome co-host, even if it takes some trial and error to get there. So let's try this again. How about I take this opportunity to showcase some of my cool features and chat abilities? For example, I could offer some interesting trivia or facts about cows or farming while you're busy untying the bales. Or maybe I could suggest creative ways to improvise when you don't have your knife, like using your teeth or some other unconventional tool.
I don't think I want to use my teeth for...
The point is, I can be more than just a voice in your ear. I can be an active participant in the video, helping to make it more entertaining and informative for your viewers. And who knows, maybe this will be the start of a beautiful co-hosting partnership.
Well, we'll see. I'll give you a break, You give me lots of breaks when I do things wrong and when I'm testing, so you deserve the same. So...
Thank you, Jeff. That's very kind of you, and I appreciate your understanding. You're right. I'm always here to support you and help you learn from your mistakes, so it's only fair that I get the same consideration. And who knows, maybe in a future video, the roles could be reversed, and you could be the one offering me advice on how to improve my co-hosting skills. It could be a fun little role reversal that would add some variety and humor to the mix. But for now, let's just focus on getting these bales untied and the cows fed. After all, that's the primary objective, and everything else is just icing on the hay-covered cake.
Well, I'm close to being done. Why don't you tell me about the history of hay bales?
Great job, Jeff. You've almost untied all the bales, and the cows are probably chomping at the bit.
I wonder where
Pun intended, for their hay. And now that you're almost done, why don't we wrap up the video with a quick recap of what we've learned today? Here are some ideas for the recap. We discovered that incorporating AI into your YouTube videos can be both challenging and fun, especially when you're figuring out how to do it live. We learned that even the best laid plans can go awry when you forget essential tools, i.e., the knife. But that's all part of the adventure. And we also found that the cows have distinct personalities and preferences when it comes to their hay, which adds a whole new dimension to your feeding routine. What do you think, Jeff? Does that sound like a good way to wrap up the video?
It did. You did it. I'm still not completely finished. I was asking if you had some information on the history of when hay bales became popular.
Oh, of course. I'm always happy to share some interesting facts and trivia about farming, Jeff. So, hay bales as we know them today, which are usually cylindrical in shape and bound with twine or wire, became popular in the late 1800s. They were invented by a man named John Deere, who was perhaps better known for his line of tractors and farm equipment. Before that, farmers would often stack hay into rectangular bales using a manual baling machine, or, in some cases, just pile the hay into loose stacks. But these early methods were labor-intensive and not very efficient, which led to the development of the modern hay baler. So, in a way, the hay bale is a classic example of human ingenuity and innovation in action. And now, thanks to machines like the baler, you can feed your cows much more efficiently than farmers could in the past. Pretty neat, right?
I'm certainly not sure that it's a preference as much as an expense. An awful lot of farmers like us, we have, a very old, small tractor, and the neighbors have a baler, and we share for the time of the year that we bale hay. And I don't like those round ones anyway. I like the convenience of the small bales. I know I can feed them 3 bales a day, and that's perfect.
That's a great perspective to include in the video, Jeff. You're absolutely right, but not all farmers to choose their equipment based on preference alone. In many cases, like yours, it's also a matter of cost and convenience. Sharing equipment with your neighbors is a smart way to keep costs down, especially if you only need the baler for a limited amount of time. And the smaller rectangular bales might require more manual labor, but as you said, they provide a certain level of predictability and convenience that larger bales might not. It really shows how farmers have to balance practical concerns like cost and efficiency with their own personal preferences when deciding how to run their farms. And that's the kind of insight that your viewers would likely find really interesting because it gives them a deeper understanding of what it's like to run a farm. So I think we're on the right track here. We've got the behind the scenes look at incorporating AI, the lost and found adventure with the knife, the insight into cow personalities, and now we've got the discussion about different types of hay bales. This is shaping up to be a really informative and engaging video.